Hey, this is PSN Australia here to give you tips on people to people. Okay, I think this is a 16-hour flight, so you really want to get some sleep on the plane or you're going to be really, really tired when you get to your destination. It's good to have US and Australian currency at the airport so you can buy food, or maybe if you want to buy a souvenir or something, and it's good to have money there so you can buy whatever you need to buy at the airport. You do want to shower and brush your hair and brush your teeth every day, because if you don't, then you're going to feel really gross during the whole day, and it's just not going to be a pleasant feeling. I would recommend showering at night so that you don't have to wake up really early in the morning just to shower. And, if you take really long in the shower, you're going to have to wake up really early and you're going to be tired. So take it at night. If you have allergies, you might want to carry around some pills, but if they're not really bad, then I wouldn't totally recommend bringing them, just because, then they'll be in the way and you'll have to worry about them and stuff. But if you do have really bad allergies, then you'll probably want to take them a lot so you don't get sick on the trip, and that's not good if you get sick on the trip, because then you're not having any fun. If you have asthma, it's a really good idea to carry your inhaler around in case, emergencies. And even if you don't have really, severe asthma, you still might want to carry it because you'll never know what happens. And, it's just a good idea to have it with you. Since we're going to be in Australia, it might be a little warm, but I don't know if they have bipolar weather, because it's going to be winter when we go down there. So it might be 60 or 70 degrees. So you want to bring shorts and long pants. You want to bring, I don't know if you're the type of person that wears jeans twice in a row, 2 days in a row. I do that, honestly. But, so, you want to bring, enough jeans that'll hold you for how many days, and then you do want to bring shirts for all the days, because if you wear the same shirt every day, somebody's going to notice, and that's going to be gross. So, yeah, you want to bring 17 shirts and then maybe a few extra, and then all of your undies and stuff. You want to bring extra pairs of that, because what if you pee your pants? I don't know, but it could happen. So you got to bring stuff like that. You also want to dress really appropriately to show people that you're not a show off, So you're not allowed to show your back, and no spaghetti strap tank tops. And you can't show your stomach or your butt or, your breasts, and it says it on the paper. You should probably bring one bathing suit, because we're not going to be swimming every day and, do crazy Australian things like surf all day, every day. We're probably not going to do that, so you might just want to bring one, or, maybe two if you like bikinis a lot and makes you feel nice. So, just bring a bathing suit. You probably are going to bring flip-flops, and nobody else cares, but you shouldn't bring flip-flops because feet creep me out, okay? Don't ever put feet near me. You do want to bring comfortable walking shoes, because we're going to be walking almost everywhere once we're off the bus. So, yeah, make sure your feet are comfy, because either way, they're going to hurt at the end of the day. I don't know if we're doing anything formal, but just in case, you probably want to bring nice clothes. So, guys, button shirts and, nice pants, and girls a skirt and maybe a cute top or something. So, just in case we have something formal that we have to do. But I don't think we do. Comfortable pajamas, because you are going to want a comfortable sleep. Because if you don't, you're going to be tired. But don't sleep naked, because that would freak out your roommates. You also want to bring and buy a little gift for your homestay family and your delegation manager. But it should be something personal that represents you, that they'll remember you by. Like a necklace, or a card, or a picture of yourself, even though that's kind of self-centered. You really don't want to be rude to your homestay family, so make sure you pitch in with all the chores and, give your part of work, or they're not going to like you when you leave. In the hotels, you can probably meet up with other students, but only if you're the same gender, because you're not allowed to go to other genders' hotel rooms. But if you do meet up with them, usually the curfew is 9 o'clock, so you have to be back in your own hotel room by 9 o'clock. When we're with a homestay family, you're not allowed to leave the house and see other friends who live in different houses, because then that's like you're just leaving the house, and that would be rude. And I don't think we're allowed to do that anyway. Don't lose your hotel card, because then you can't get in your hotel, and you'll feel really stupid. You need to set your alarm clocks at least a half hour before your meeting time in the hotel lobby or whatever, or wherever we're going. So make sure that your alarm is on, because if you're late, they're gonna get mad at you, and you're gonna hold up everybody on the trip, and you just need to set that alarm, okay? You gotta wake up pretty early too, so just keep it set. We're going to be counting off a lot, so you gotta know your number and be ready to count off, because whenever we walk from one place to another, even if it's just like 1 block away, they're going to count you off to make sure they're there. And they're really good with this because they need to make sure that all the kids are there, so if they get lost, they can meet up at a place. So I just want to say that it's really safe and stuff, so if you ever get lost, just meet at your destination lost place. You're really going to have to behave when you're in a different country, because you have to set an example for Americans. When I was in England, we got called rude Americans to our faces, and you know how that felt? Not good, because British are like, oh, well, you're just rude Americans. What am I going to do about you? Yeah, well, so don't let that happen to you, okay? Because everybody knows that Americans are awesome, and they just don't get a chance to meet one. No profanity, ever. Because the leaders will get so peeved, and if you keep doing profanity, then they might actually kick you off the trip. And along with that, no violation of anything ever, okay? Not ever. Never. Ever. 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 You always have to have your lanyard around your neck, but you don't always have to wear your people-to-people shirt everywhere. So, keep your lanyard around, so people will know where you are, or who you are, when you get lost. And then that's your access to places, so, they don't think you're just a random person. You need to pack lightly in case you're over, the limit of weight that your luggage has to be. So pack as little as you can, but make sure that you pack all of your necessities and, maybe put stuff on your carry-on bag if you have to, which is a pretty good idea, like an extra change of clothes, in case your luggage gets lost or something, Stuff like that happens. You might also want to lock your luggage in case somebody just opens it, steals something out, because, that happens too. Make sure you bring an Australian to American plug adapter, because you're going to need to charge your camera. Unless it's unchargeable, then you need extra batteries. You need a lot of extra batteries. Yeah, but you're going to have to charge your iPod or your phone if you have an international phone or whatever. Whatever you think you might need to bring that's chargeable, you really want to get an adapter for that. You really need to keep track of what you're spending and buying. And in the back of your journal, there's actually, a thing that you can write down how much you spent that day, because you're only going to get a certain amount of money from your parents. And if you spend it all, your parents will be unhappy, okay? My mother gave me $500 USD, and I came back with 26. And let me tell you, she was not happy. Don't buy anything for your friends either. I know you just want to be a nice person, but odds are they're probably not going to pay you back. And if you keep buying ice cream for your little fatty friends, you're not going to have enough money for yourself during the trip. But you do want to save your money and spend it on things that you'll have to remember, like souvenirs. Like, get a few things for yourself, and then also for your family and for your friends back in the U.S. And that's a good idea, because then you won't feel really bad when you get back and you don't have anything for them. You're probably going to give a tip to the bus drivers, so keep extra money for them.
Whenever you need me, whenever you want me, you can call me. I'll be there shortly.
Hobos. Don't ever give money to hobos. Because they're probably just gypsies getting free money for no reason. And if they are a hobo, honestly, I think they're just gonna spend it on alcoholic beverages and drugs. But if you really do believe they're a hobo, don't give them money. At least, buy them food, something useful that they need. So ask your delegation leader or manager if you can go in and grab something quick for them, so then, they don't buy something that they don't need. Don't talk to strangers either. You are going to want to take pictures of everything, like anything that you see cool, or take a lot of pictures of your friends. You just want to get a lot of pictures, and if you're allowed to bring them in museums, then take pictures of that, because one day when you're really old and you're going to be like, oh, I don't remember this trip, I'll just go look at my pictures. So you're going to want to take a lot of pictures. And if somebody said something really funny, you want to write that down, because you're going to look back at that quote and you're just going to laugh, because you just want to remember little things like that, because that's what makes the trip special. You are going to become so close to your homestay family and your delegation manager and, all of the group leaders. You'll become so close to them, I promise. And everybody else on the trip. They're going to be like your BFFs at the end, and you're just going to want to do everything with them, everything in the whole world. And you're just going to hold on to them forever. Some of the most important rules in this trip is don't be afraid to do anything and have fun. Because, if you chicken out on doing something and you don't do it, you're going to look back on that day and be like, wow, I really missed out, and I want to do that again. But too bad, because I'm probably not ever going to go to that country ever again. You will get homesick. I guarantee it. So call your family every day, call your friends, text them if you need to, check up on them, tell them about your day, just talk to them if you're feeling lonely. Okay, so those are all the tips I can think of, and hope you have a great trip, and see you back in the USA.
Every minute, every second,